When is your birthday? Yeah. Go with your brother. I don't want you to be late. Hello? Yes, this is Ashley. My sister. Yes. She what? What? When? Yeah. Yeah. I see. Of course. We'll be there in 6, maybe 7 hours.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Subtext room. As y'all come in, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new, let me know where you're watching from tonight. Also, want to let you know, before we get started, I got a $20 giveaway tonight. 4 different $5 challenges. No Googling. First correct answer on my screen wins.
I'll let you know. Thank you. Goodbye. What's going on? Courtney. She's dead. My sister. What? How? She drowned her last night. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Ash, I'm so sorry. Somebody must have found her. Her own daughter. Why did I let the soccer incident go on for so long? I mean, anything. Who knew about this sister? Of course you don't. But the problems between you and Courtney were created by her. She gave you no choice. Serena. Serena. She won't want to come here. She don't have other family. You don't even know her. You are welcome. Luna and Max will be thrilled to have another sibling. All the office, on the bed. So you take all the time you need. Oh, hey, I was just gonna find you. I got a call from Parker, and we have to decide on taking.
What y'all think of Remy's acting skills so far?
My sister died. Oh, gosh.
And the thing is, a lot of people ain't even know she was acting. Like, Remy been doing her big one in film and TV.
It's overwhelming. Knowing I'll never be able to see her again, I have to go get Courtney's daughter and bring her back here. Absolutely. I will let the client know you need till at least the weekend. Thank you. Pretty nervous about meeting this girl. I mean,
Where everybody watching from tonight?
I don't know what Courtney really told her about why we were estranged. Everything here will be fine. This is a good thing you're doing. I hope so.
What's up, Jersey? What part of Jersey you from? ATL? What up? Okay, AC. How's it out there? I heard it changed up a lot.
Mrs. Preston? Ashley, please. Rebecca Cameron. I'm the county social worker. Nice to meet you. Serena's
So. I can dig it.
Please first. Of course.
See, I believe it too. Same old. Last time I was there, it was just, it wasn't the same.
Ashley Preston, the sister. I'm so sorry for
for your loss.
Thank you. I'll leave you too. Is this a criminal investigation?
Well, the accidental
Them beaches up there, how you funky as hell.
ago, we're obligated to look things over.
And
Well, our initial assessment is that it's another accidental tragedy. Seems your sister had a bit too much to drink, tripped and hit her head, slid into the pool, and drowned. It's more common than you might think. Still, we are conducting a thorough investigation.
I'm in ATL, but I'm from up north.
Sometime.
16 years. That's since I found out. But how do you know that?
My niece told us. Is she living with you now?
Yeah, I mean, what's the plan?
Well, you'll be able to make arrangements for your sister's burial as soon as the autopsy is completed. We'll be in touch soon. And again, you have my sympathies.
Shut up and just. Stop. Go away. Go.
Don't forget, y'all, I got a challenge coming up after the movie. You got a chance to win up to $20. I'm doing $5 challenges, 4 different challenges, and you have no more than 10 seconds to answer the question, and I'll cash app you.
I've just let Serena know that I'm leaving. Okay. How's she? It's hard to know. She's very shut down at the moment. But shock will do that. She's still mourning her father.
Yeah, what part of Georgia was you in?
I understand it. There may be some turbulence as Serena tries to find her.
Well, I can't play the movie on here for,
We will get
copyright reasons. So we all just like watching the movie from our own cribs, and then after the movie, we're going to do a discussion.
Here's the card for the school guidance counselor. I've let him know you might be in touch.
This is just letting people know to tune in.
On the 7th floor of the stairs. Reach out anytime if you need me.
Decatur, Dawson, Albany. Oh Lord, like I know where Decatur is, but Dawson and Albany, it sound like you was out there in one of them towns.
You can't tell. Promise. Don't let him down.
I'm Ashley. Aunt Ashley. Serena, I'm so sorry about your mom.
Yeah, but like the way Atlanta's set up now, Atlanta is like an hour from Atlanta.
I
So
hope you're okay with that.
if you go up and back somewhere, prepare to drive for about like 2 hours and some change. Hey Tanisha Lynch, how you doing?
I understand this has to
Where
be-
you watching from?
I hope you know I loved your mom. Glory. So much. Yeah, I did.
You guys haven't seen each other for ages.
I wasn't happy.
I don't want to talk about my mom.
Hey Miss Gemini, how you doing tonight?
Understandable.
Where you tuning in from?
This is beautiful. Where'd you get it?
Don't touch it. It's really old and fragile.
Okay, North Carolina.
I guess you had a winning streak.
How the weather out there?
To remember him by. You want me to help him pack?
No.
Are you sure? It's
I said I'd do it. It's my stuff.
Says very hot. Like y'all keep that. Like I mean, it's a little gloomy out here in the air. Nice little chill day vibe.
The rest of the day we'll be driving just to get home. See you. Try to get some sleep, Serena.
Nah, I can't take the heat either. Heat be disrespectful as hell. I'm more like keep me with the fall weather. Not too hot, not too cold. Hell yeah. For real, make you mad as hell. Like, people just ask the stupidest questions. You be ready to square up. Stay cool out there. I said that heat be making you mad. Don't get yourself in no trouble.
Serena, were you out for the pool last night? Last night? No.
Hell yeah, like you always got shit to say. Like, leave me out alone.
I heard something and
Too hot to be talking. It's hot. Your breath hot. Like the hell.
why would I bring it up here? Because your mother, I don't know, maybe just looking at the house one last time since we was in.
How y'all liking the movie so far?
Actually, my father said once we might lose our house because we stole my mother's money from her.
What? No, it's not what happened at all. Come here, sit.
Yeah, I don't mind talking. Like, I'm friendly, but like it's hot. Like, just leave me alone.
You did a really terrible thing.
Yeah, Remy the actress is dope. Like, I fucks with Remy. Remy, she got like people underestimate her, and I think people really counted her out, especially after she got locked up. And I think she a lot better without Pap, and it shows that like he could really be a downfall for a woman. Like, just looking at his career, how he moving, like he ain't getting nowhere. And ever since Remy left him, like she been up. Clarissa, she was even doing better before Pap. Now she's with Pap. Now it's look like she losing. Like I'm proud of Remy because I know a lot of people counted her out.
Mom still had anger issues.
Yeah, the one with Tammy Roman, that's a good one. It's gonna piss you off though. Like it's good, but it's gonna piss you off.
Honestly,
I think she missed you too.
Like Tammy played that role too damn good. Like
She's really young.
she a good actor, but she was evil as hell in there.
She said you took her.
Who cheated on who? The lawyer one. Who's the loyal one? She cheated. Y'all crack me up. You cheat on a loyal one. Please do tell. Mr. Regular. Come on, explain that to me. Yeah, Tammy was on demon mode in that movie. Like, I was looking at her different. Like, all right, Tammy, this a little too good. Exactly, Minaj Lewinsky. Like, Pat was not loyal. Pat is loyal to himself. We all just fell for the okie doke with his ass. Like,
So, do I get my money's inheritance?
apparently your father made some bad decisions and
I know dudes like Pat. I mean, he got it off for a while, but being with Clarissa ended up showing us who he really was. Because Remy helped hide that part of him so well to not make herself or him look stupid. And that was one of her biggest faults. Because now he using it as a weapon against her.
I'm sorry. You don't have to worry about money. I could talk to the lawyer and set something up when we come back for your mom's funeral.
I'm not coming back for the funeral.
Remy did. Remy made Pat look better.
I won't.
Like, by suffering in silence, my opinion.
How about I have Ashley sent to our house? And then you can take as much time as you need to decide what you want to do.
Yeah, he definitely using it against her. Definitely.
I love that.
Like, he's a very convincing narcissist. And people like him, and like I said, it went on too long. And then all the years that she spent in prison, it's like we we wouldn't know exactly how he was because he ain't really had no emotion going on himself, and he wasn't nothing to talk about unless it was connected to her name.
Well, just take the older name back for now.
So for a long time, like she had to play a role. Like she said sometimes you'll juice things up and make your man seem better than what he is because she felt like that's what she was supposed to do as a wife.
You must be Serena.
I heard he was the cause of her getting locked up too. Like I've been seeing videos about that. And
Whatever's.
it's been people saying that it's the reason why she got locked up ain't the real reason. Like Pap had something to do with it. And then when she could have went back to jail, she got locked up for that Brittany Taylor stuff. And she was about, Pap and his daughter was about to let her take the fall for that too. Because word is, Brittany came out and said that it wasn't Remy that did it. Like she's implying that Pap did it. And the fact that he's there to walk her out of jail and stuff, like, and she could have been back in there. Like he put her in two different situations after she got out of jail after all those years to end up going back because of him or his child. But then want to talk about loyalty. I know how these New York niggas is, excuse me, but yeah. And him being with Clarissa is revealing who he really is. Yeah, the show with Remy and Brandy is called Queens. The rapper Eve, she's in it too. Notori Norton. It's a series. They had like one season. It was pretty good. I got some clips of it up on my page. You want to go check it out. But yeah, they did their thing in that one. It's a dope show. Had Brandy up in there spitting and shit. You said love her personality, but she crazy for cheating on Pat with a cheese ball from Philly, but I didn't know the backstory. And you clearly still don't know the backstory, love, because she ain't cheat on Pat. She ain't cheat on Pat with nobody. When she started messing with dude from Philly, her and Pat was already separated. They was just still living in the same house because legally she couldn't force him to leave because they're married. And the fact that Pap is talking about now he got different places of residences. If that's the case, then why didn't you leave? He wanted to control. They had an understanding. He was doing him, she was doing her. But they claimed that they stayed for the sake of the kid or whatever. And then Pap wanted to keep up that black glove image. But Pat wanted to do what he wanted to do, but control what she did. So he made it his business since everybody thought that they were still together because they were seen in public together and stuff like that. We found out later what was already done. That's the problem. She said they've been separated since 2022. But if you go back, like Pap and Clarissa been talking and keeping in touch since 2020. And then what about the stuff with his baby mom? What about the chick that said that she thought that he was the father of her child? Come to find out, he wasn't, but she did say that she was messing with him the whole time Remy was locked up. Nobody don't want to talk about that. And when he was discussing about when she was in prison, that she took up a course in psychology or whatever, like the way he said it was just like it bothered him because it made him feel like, yeah, it's gonna make her figure me out even more because Remy seemed like she was a little iffy about marrying him or any or like you look at the videos of certain things with her. It's like she was in there, but like in her mind, it was like this too good to be true. Like she gave him the benefit of the doubt, and he marked all boxes from anybody different that she used to deal with, and he knew that. He said she got tired of his manipulation and came out of that prison. He had her in minute. That I believe that, yes. I feel like she suffered in silence because she had a public image. She's trying to make her man look like something that he's not in hopes that he would eventually really become that. And he didn't. And everybody want to talk about how, oh, he held her down and he he did this and that. Like, okay, like, be for real. Like, what did he really do when it comes to holding her down? Yeah, he went to go visit. Yeah, he may have taken calls and taken food up there. But that's basic compared to what she was doing from the inside. I would go sit there if she was sitting up there taking care of me from jail or whatever. Why wouldn't I come visit? So everybody want to talk about how he held her down while she was in jail, but nobody don't want to talk about how she held him up from the inside while he had freedom. How many men can sit there and say a woman is financially taking care of him from prison, signing him over as power of attorney, giving him access to accounts and everything, only to come home broke and have to build them right back up and give him credit and then put him on a payroll, pay him 20% while you still paying all the bills? He lucky she ain't snapped sooner. Yeah, I seen that. Like I seen that text she put out when she said they couldn't get their pool finished because they had to stop him from putting his hands on her. And then you see them clips of Clarissa talking about he got a hand problem. Like he, I know dudes like Pat, and it's hard to make people believe that they could be that type of person, but they be the ones. And you protect them so long just to save face for you and them, and that's them just building a case against you for when these moments come. That like, and the thing is like I tried in the beginning, before everything came out, I was like, yeah, Remy wrong or whatever. Like I'm sitting there thinking Pep good, but then I had to think, like, be for real. Like, because all of us know that there's people out here like this. So when stuff start coming out, like I said, him being with Clarissa revealed who he really is behind closed doors. Said the workers had to call accounts. Can't nobody hold. What do you mean can't hold nobody up from the inside? You're delusional. Like, what is that? If you're financially taking care of them, you are holding them up. The fact that she was doing better than him while in jail than he was while he had freedom. She said she paid for 3 apartments that she never seen a day in her life, taking care of 3 kids that she was just getting to know. So the fact that if he's a man and he holding stuff down, why does he need access to her funds? Why does she have to sign everything over to him? Why does she have to pay bills from jail? What do you mean, how do you hold somebody up from the inside? What's delusional is the person who's codependent of somebody on the inside. Pat made sure Fat Joe wasn't ripping her while she was down. He was what he wanted to make sure Fat Joe wasn't doing what he was doing, pretty much. Of course he ain't gonna want to sit there and have no other man doing, because he know Fat Joe knows business, knows the industry more, got better connections, more money, more resources. And he's the reason why. He's part of the reason why Remy is who she is. So he's trying to make it seem like everybody else was after Remy when it was him that Remy needed to look at. Like, y'all be bugging. I can tell. I got a few paps in the building. Y'all let me know, like, which one of y'all's is I like Pat type energy and Clarissa type energy. This is how you talk. Because Ray Charles could see with Stevie Wonder's eyes, this is some bullshit. Crack me the hell up. Now look at her. Yeah, he did. He played a good game for real. But then when Remy decided to put that game on two players, he lost at his own game. Now you on the player too. I'm sorry. It's my first time going live. It's the subtext room. My bad. I gotta get it together. Cause I was trying to do it on my computer or whatever, but it started tripping, so I'm doing it on my phone right now. So I'm figuring it out. Thank you. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And like I said, I got a chance for you to win up to $20 later. I'm doing 4 different challenges. And whoever can answer the question in the first 10 seconds, drop your Cash App in the comments section. Hold on, it says never saw how much of a corny cornball Pat was till Remy exposed him. Never knew who concussion was. Concussion was before, right? And the thing is, everybody, and I'm not saying that she wasn't known. I'm not saying that like she didn't make a name for herself, but she didn't start getting a name until Remy spoke her name. This is the most attention and publicity that her and Pap have ever had, and that's because of Remy. If Remy would have kept her mouth shut and just moved in silence and just let it go, a lot of the experiences that Pap and Clarissa have had over this time more than likely would have never happened. Remy's name rings bells enough. The fact that she spoke their name gave them a name. And they know that. Pap is more known as Remy's husband. Like, Pap is kind of like, he kind of like that dude from the neighborhood or whatever. He cool with everybody. Ain't nobody got a problem with him or nothing like that. But at the same time, like he's not involved in everything. Like he's a part of the family. He's like an in-law to the industry on the strength of Remy. Like Pap is only accepted, like he's welcome to the family because of Remy. Like now you see with everything going on, you see his new circle. He not in the mix with the top dogs in the industry, the movers, the shakers, and all that stuff. Like he's trying to create a lane that Remy's already created for herself. But a lot of this, like I said, a lot of opportunities that him and Clarissa have would have never existed if Remy never exposed the situation. Clarissa wouldn't even be with Pap or have the attention or what little attention she's getting from Pap. Remy basically forced him to claim her. He said he doesn't want her. He just doesn't want Remy to be right. Of course, he don't want Remy to be right. And the fact that he's trying to take credit for all her work, talking about he wrote 90% of her music and stuff like that, that's kind of like him saying that if it wasn't for him, Remy wouldn't be who she is. And that's some corny shit. Like, that's some corny shit to sit there and try to take credit of. Like, how you talking about you wrote 90% of her music and she's talking about you can't even write a check for the utility bills. And you talking about, oh, it's in your phone. You could go back, like, as if you can't just put something in your phone. Like, Remy better be careful, for real. She better be careful because Clarissa and Pap got some pointless points to prove when it comes to her. And it's like they the ones that played in her face, and it's like they got the attitude with her that she rightfully should have towards them. And the fact that Pap is pretty much coaching this girl who is obsessed, like creepily obsessed with his wife. Like, you don't even see no problem the fact that she's trying to destiny swap with your wife. Like, you mean to tell me you don't see that? You ain't put no, if this girl really love you, listen to you, like, put a stop to that. And it's kind of weird how they both moving. And I think Remy needs to be careful. Like, Clarissa is completely unhinged. And I don't think Pap cares. I think Pap wants her to crash out because he's seen the benefits of when Remy crashed out and went to prison and how he was able to have access to Remy's finances by being her husband. But like with Clarissa now, he's tied into all her business connections. His name is on there. So it's like, I feel like the reason why he don't defend her, he lets her crash out, he's going to do the bare minimum. And once she crashes out, something happens to her, or she goes to jail, whatever. His thing is he's gonna say, I tried or whatever, but he still has access to everything. He's trying to secure the bag. He don't want to get rid of Remy because that being married, that connects him to the bag. Clarissa, she crash out, she do some dumb shit. He has access to everything because she allowed him to have his name on everything that she makes money for. Pap is securing a bag from both of them and playing them against each other. And Remy knows it, but Clarissa, she's just too dumb. Like, she got more of a point to prove. She know what it is, but she got more of a point to prove to the wife that she's the one. Like, and Remy can mess your whole day up real quick by just saying, come home. If something happened to Pap today or tomorrow, like, you can't do nothing. Like, you have no voice, no say-so, no nothing. You won't even be listed as a special friend in the obituary. You won't even get that. He said, Pat block you. Pat, go where Pat block you. Oh, well, let him block you. He already blocked his own blessings. Oh, blockhead ass. You said Pat got that ring ready. What ring? I know you ain't talking about a ring for Clarissa. That man wouldn't even give Clarissa an onion ring, let alone an engagement ring. Like, stop playing. What? You said you commented under a pic of him in concussion. Why you keep calling her concussion? You and your homeboys start to look alike. I mean, I mean, I know what you meant. But yeah, I need Remy to, be careful. I know she's smart, and Pap knows she's smart. Like, he knows she ain't dumb. I don't understand what's this hate against like Remy. Like, what did she do to anybody? Because prior to Clarissa, like everybody was all for their black love thing or whatever. And then some shit come out. Yeah, a lot of people believe that she cheated in the beginning, but we didn't have the information that we have now. And the math ain't mathing. And everything Remy said on those live streams is playing out right now. Pap ain't even try to hide it, disguise it, switch it up or nothing because that's who he really is. The truth gonna always come out. Said ring camera to see if concussion away from the house so he can get shit to pump. She said something about he got her picture or something, like some connection with her name or brand next to a pawn shop and somewhere else. And I'm like, are you I wouldn't even told nobody that shit, especially knowing that his new name is Pompoose and his wife said that he stay at the pawn shop. Like, and he got you some type of connect with the pawn shop. Like, how convenient. Yeah, this is a who's that? Kristen Cersei. Yeah, this is a new Lifetime movie that just premiered tonight. At 8 o'clock. Don't trust the girls upstairs, which is funny. It's how Pat be always upstairs. But anyway, yeah, Remy been doing her big one in film and TV and documentaries, voiceover. You said they were Barack and Michelle the Hood. Oh Lord. I guess. 'Cause at the end of the day, we really don't know if Barack and Michelle is situation is really good. People only going like we only going to see what people allow us to see. Like a lot of people not going to really show you whether if they public figures or not. Like they going to show you what they want you to see. And if you happen to learn anything else, that's just by either being around them or by coincidence. But for the most part, you not going to see the real person. That's why the only person that knew the real truth about Pap was Remy because she lived with him. And it took all these years for her to sit there and suffer in silence to finally break her silence and tell her truth. Who did Remy and Pap have a kid together? Yeah, the golden child. That's the baby that she had to pay over $100,000 for IVF to have. You said all that respect for Pap and don't have one of his mixtapes in the house right now. That's exactly like a lot of people say I got all this left for Pap and cheering him on, root for him. Can't nobody sit there and spit one of his bars. Ain't nobody got none of his shit in their playlist, nothing. And if you do, it's probably just recently because of all this stuff going on. You said, what's the true story about her life with Papoose? What do you mean? Like, what's the true story? Like, what exactly do you want to know? Or are you asking? Hi, Yolanda G. Welcome to the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe. Are you watching a movie right now? Yeah, it's a lot coming out about Pep that I'm not surprised about. He played the good one for a long time, and like I said, I think he got away with a lot of it because Remy wasn't here. She was locked up. I don't even think it would have got this far with them, like with anything, if she still had freedom. He was able to easily manipulate her from jail and play the loyal husband. He did something that most men don't do, which is wait for a woman to come home. But what was he really waiting for? Was he really waiting for her or what came with her? If Remy wasn't who she was or who she is, would he have waited? Would he have done all that? Would this be a story to tell? Would he even be worth having a story to tell about anybody else when it comes to a situation like this? Pat played the long game because he knew it was a reward in the end. But it still didn't stop him from doing him. And like I said, nobody heard nothing about him doing him because Pat wasn't relevant enough for anybody to put him on TMZ, the tabloids, or anything like that. Exactly. He said enjoying spending her money on motherfuckers and acting like he had it like that while she was in prison. Yeah, stunting with her money, stunting on chicks with her money. She paying for cribs that he busting other chicks down in. Like I said, how many men can sit there and say that they woman financially held them down while they was in prison? Not while the man was in prison, but while she was in prison. While she was at her lowest moment of her life, she made sure to keep you financially up. Nobody don't want to talk about that. Everybody want to look at her like she the problem because she committed a crime, she went to prison, this and that or whatever. Okay. She ain't the first or the last to do something just out of anger. Hey Sherry. Las Vegas in the building. What's going on, ma? Are you watching a movie right now? Like I feel like that's where that was Remy's biggest mistake with Pep was giving him fake credit for shit he ain't do. Giving him credit for her efforts, for her work, just to make it look like he was a good man and to make it look like she had a good man. Remy may be rough around the edges, but you can tell she got a soft side to her. And you got a man coming in being the opposite of what you told him you already been through, whatever. Like, you going to be torn like, okay, yeah, I like this. This is what I want. But, yo, this seemed too good to be true. And that's why if you look at a lot of videos of Remy, you look at her facial expressions like she there, but she got, like, doubt in her eyes. Like, I know this nigga is playing. And She was right. Just like when before she went to prison, he talked about wanting to marry her. She said she went off like, you wait until I'm ready to go, about to go to prison to want to marry me and stuff like that. She felt some type of way about that. And she right, because look how long y'all been together before that. Why you ain't choose to want to marry her before that? You wait till she about to go down to want to marry her. And yeah, it may sound like a um a good little love story, some loyalty or whatever, but it was an agenda behind that. He knew marrying her was going to benefit him because when she got out, he knew her career was going to take off even more, and he would be right there to reap the rewards right with her. That man did nothing the whole time she was locked up. And then when she got home, put pressure on her to go back to work and have a baby. Like, if you don't sit your scoop ball head ass down somewhere and oh gosh, like dudes like him make me sick. Like they get on my nerves. They get on my nerves, and I clash with dudes like him because it's like I got good BS vision. It's like I'm the smartest thing I can do sometimes is play dumb, and I think that's what Remy did. Like she was good at playing dumb. She played the long game just like he played the long game, but they played the long game for different reasons. Oh my gosh, I'm calling that girl concussion. My God. But you right, they do lie. They sit there and lie and they be mad that we don't believe the lie after having all the receipts that they put out there. Like, do you know like the internet don't forget nothing? He said she made him the man he never was. Karma is CS will get the pet Remy had and not the one she created. Yeah, like that's what Clarissa is fascinated. Like she thought that she was gonna get that black love story and acceptance that everyone had for Remy and Pap. And that's why she studied Remy and that's why she reached out to Remy and asked Remy for styling tips and advice and everything. She was asking Remy for these this advice to learn how to be her to her husband. And the fact that and Pat was spying on Remy, like she said, and cameras and stuff all over, he knew that Remy and Clarissa was building a friendship or connection. Ain't no way he didn't know, whether if he got the information from spying or just Remy just having a conversation because they're both boxing fans. They were both fans of her, so why wouldn't she come up in the conversation? Hey, boxing granny, what's up, ma? It's like Clarissa, like she don't even understand like this man is using you to get back at his wife. And you sitting up there torturing yourself to prove a pointless point to her. She can shut all this down if she really wanted to. Is Boxing Granny the one that started the petition? I'm a huge fan. I don't know. Is she? You talking about the petition where they said like to ban her license? Oh shit. That's okay. Boxing Granny don't play. So how's the petition going so far? You said she's in love with Pat and he still loves his wife. So sad when Papoose. Oh yeah. Oh man, when the day that Papoose finds his excuse to, do his money dance out of this situation. Yeah, Remy better watch her back. Pat better watch his back because it's gonna be an unhinged moment, like a complete crash out. Because that girl done sat there and went through so much to prove something that is, it's not there. It's not there. So the day that happens, they both better watch themselves. Or I think Pat, like honestly, like a lot of people think he her handler. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I would not be surprised if, like I said, he's waiting for something to happen to her so he could benefit. He's waiting for her to crash out so he could cash out. He's seen the benefits of his wife crashing out and how he reaped the benefits of it. And he becomes the false hero again. And you notice how he attaches himself to successful masculine women. Women that grew up rough around the edges, women that may have had insecurities, not saying that it was insecure, but like targeted on certain things because of their complexion or how they were, where they came from. He looks for women that comes from like a struggle, and he comes in like a false hero and rewards them with their own gifts. Yeah, I feel you. I would have a restraining order on her too. Like, it's getting creepy. You feel me? It's getting real creepy with her. Like, and she has no shame in how she goes about mimicking Remy. Like, it's just like she just has Remy on like some type of device, and she's just like, okay, I like that. And it's like she sits there and watches Remy so much. I don't even think she realizes when she's mocking her, or like even when she was trying to sound like she was from New York. I'm like, girl, oh, that just pissed me off because like I said, there's no shame. And the fact that I know Pap sees this. Pap sees all this. And he don't find nothing weird about it. I'm not saying he can't stop it, but the fact that he still wants to deal with her, the fact that he ain't cut it off just because of how weird, regardless of the differences that him and Remy are having together, that is still your wife. That is still the mother of your child. And you know this girl is on some old creepy ass, Candyman ass type, weirdo type shit. And she out here trying to destiny swap with your wife. And the fact that you still want to deal with her either tells me you in it for the money, or you really hate your wife that much that you would deal with somebody who would be willing to hurt her, which means hurt your daughter, all because you got caught and called out on being something other than what everybody gave you credit for. Yeah, she ain't had that money. Like, ain't neither one of them had that money. Because at the end of the day, it's like, if that's your team and you've been waiting for them to sit there and get to the playoffs or whatever and so long, and you mean to tell me that you ain't go, neither one of y'all? Just like Remy said, you keep talking numbers, but the numbers ain't adding up. And she don't want him in New York. She do not want him in New York. You said my brother, funny story, my brother used Pap alphabet backwards song to get out of a DUI. What the hell? How, hold on. How did he do that? And how did they let him get away with that? What the hell did Pat's alphabet backwards song? Oh my, I guess they figured like that's some talented shit, but Yeah, Pap got that type of music you can't even dance to. You can't even turn up. It's just like you at the move like you got the shakes or bad nerves or something like to dance to his music. Like move around like a badass kid or something. Hey, good evening, Kendra 5784. What's good, ma? Said he's a very convincing drunk when he might get in trouble. You said Pap is a lyrical genie. Ain't nobody taking away from his talent as being a lyrical artist, but it's clearly not enough to where after 20 years, like you start, Pap became a rapper in the industry like 2 or 3 years before Remy was even doing anything. And the fact that he started years before her, she comes in, she gets mainstream, and then he's still doing battle raps, underground, little features here and there, like want to touch it, whatever. And her career takes off. She goes to prison, loses almost 7 years of work and everything, come back, and she's still doing better than him. Her career is still better than his. And she had to take time off. She didn't even know if she was going to be respected or accepted the same way when she got out. But when all those years that she was locked up or whatever, Pap ain't had no motion. No motion. He ain't do nothing but just bank off of the storyline of I'm holding my wife down, hold her down. You know, I go to the visits. Like that nigga did so much dumb shit that could have kept Remy in jail or back in jail, but nobody don't want to talk about that. Yes, and Pap is talented, and we not gonna take that away from him. He is a cornball. And I do believe she did go to jail because of him the first time. And then when she went to jail the second time that she was facing for that assault on Brittany Taylor from Love and Hip Hop, saying that Remy punched her, but it was some beef with Pap's daughter or whatever. And Brittany recently came out and said that basically it wasn't, she said it wasn't Remy. She ain't want to say names, but she was implying to Pap. Like pretty much Pat did this shit. And Pat was willing to and the fact that it shows you that Remy's a real one. Remy knew that she just got out of prison. She was willing to go back to jail. She was willing to take the blame for some shit her husband did. For her husband knocking out a female. For some beef that the girl had with Pap's daughter. And Pap hit this girl. Remy wasn't even around when this happened. And the fact that Pat was willing to sit there and let Remy go down for that. And then the fact that when she got home from prison, ended up getting into a physical altercation with his baby mom on Thanksgiving at his mama's house because he was still messing around with her. Knowing that when she came home, she was on parole, probation, or whatever it is, that could have sent her right back. Seems like the storylines keep pointing to every time Remy get into some shit, Pap is in the center of it. But she's being the face of the blame while he gets the save face. But everybody keep talking about he held her down, how he holding her down. Like, no, that's not it. Y'all get on my nerves. Like, you got to accept what's real is real. It ain't about favoritism. It ain't about, oh, I like Pat more. I like Remy more. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. I like both of them. When I thought Remy was wrong, I held her accountable for that. Like, not personally, like, but I sat there and I'm like, okay, yeah, Remy wrong for that. But then when other information start coming, I'm like, okay, yeah, now I gotta be fair and look at this. And the fact that Pat was willing to let people, and still to this day, willing to let people assassinate his wife's character, her name, her accomplishments, and everything, in order to save a face he ain't never had in the first place. Clarissa definitely gonna be his karma. he gonna be hers. And want to talk about how he knocked Easy out. Talking about, I ain't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and slept with my wife. Okay, well, if you feel that way, then should Clarissa's fiance, Tony, feel the same way? Should Remy feel the same way about Clarissa? Because at the end of the day, Remy and Clarissa ain't shake hands, but Clarissa asked for a hand from Remy, and Remy extended her hand to help Clarissa in what she was asking Remy for. But then she still fucks you. And then when it comes to Clarissa's fiance, Tony, you were at that fight that Tony was at with Clarissa. So you mean to tell me the fight that she invited him to, the VIP passes after she said that she thought he was cute or whatever, after he was in her inbox, so you already knew you had interest in him, and he knew that you did too, and that he had an agenda on you. So the fact that you invited him to that fight that your fiance was at, you mean to tell me that him and Pap ain't shake hands either before Pap start fucking you? So you and Pat was sitting up there pretty much extending a hand to the people, and everything that y'all coming after Remy and Easy for is exactly what y'all were already fucking doing. And that's why people ain't got no respect for y'all, because y'all the type of people that'll throw rocks at somebody and then got a nerve to be the one saying ouch. You said, I'm good, no complaints. I see Clarissa was at the Atlanta Dreams game trying to still Angel Reese shine. I hope she see right through her sneaker. She always trying to steal something from somebody because she ain't got no identity. She really don't. Her confidence is fake as hell. Her confidence is garbage. And she's sitting up here right in our face and try to act like she unbothered while she shows us that she's bothered every damn day. And that's why people come at her, because she sits there and tries to convince us like we all stupid, like we not seeing what the same thing and what you putting out here. And she lies so much that she forget her lies. And she always talking about, oh, everybody lying on me. I'm tired of everybody, but can never tell what was lied on her about. And the only way I can see why you believe people are lying on you is because you lie to yourself so damn much that you actually believe what you telling yourself. And that's a different type of crazy. That's the only way I could think that you really convinced that people lying on you is because you constantly lie to yourself and you believe it. You said Pap got more knockouts than Clarence. Man, I don't know about knocking him out. I mean, I ain't no video, ain't no proof. So Pap, like the fact that we know he a liar, we don't know if it's real or not. Like Pap just be, papping. I couldn't have been Remy. I wouldn't done all that knowing what I knew. What do you mean? You said I couldn't have been Remy. I wouldn't. I'm trying to understand exactly what you're saying. You said Pap's daughter stated, she stated what? Oh yeah, Pap, he know what he doing. Like he wanted Clarissa, but he wanted to keep her like in the back room. Like he ain't wanted to be all this, and she was already okay with being a volunteer loyal side chick or whatever. And she talked about like how they had a private relationship and she like being private. No, you didn't. You ain't. That's not what you call it. It's not a private relationship. You were a secret, okay? You can try to doctor it up and put it any way you want to put it to make it sound like it was something special or that needed to be protected and this and that. Like, no, baby, you were a secret. You were a side chick. It was not a private relationship. Because if it was so private and that was really your man, then you would not be complaining about him not calling you or the fact that like he wouldn't even be sitting up there. I don't give a damn if him and his wife separated. Why are you still living there? You got all these other places of residence and I got money, I got a crib and you there. And if that's my man, when Remy picked up the phone and said, hello, why'd you hang up? That sounds like somebody that got caught, that didn't want to get caught. As tough as you is, why wasn't you tough then? You only got tough when she exposed you. Because if that's my man and I'm sitting up there and another woman answer the phone, whether if it's his ex, whatever, anything, hello, can I help you? Why are you answering my man's phone? You ain't do that because you know you ain't had no right to do that. You knew you was being sneaky. And you know not before long before that, you was still showing Remy love on social media, on all her posts. You and Pat was in the same comment section on Remy's post. And y'all got these fake ass attitudes with her. Like she did y'all wrong. Like she did something to y'all. Like y'all acting how she should be acting. But Remy been unbothered. Y'all two goofies is meant for each other. He said, I won't believe Pat likes concussion until... He said, I won't believe Pat likes concussion until he covers that huge tattoo. He's not covering that tattoo. He's not covering that tattoo. And the fact that anytime he hugged Clarissa, that's the arm he hugging her ass with. That's something that's like when he sit there laying down, he look at his arm to the side, he looking right at that shit. And when she done went and got his name tattooed on her little bald head titty and shit, and they gonna ask Pap like, when you getting her name, this dude gonna sit there and laugh. And you look at that tattoo, if you listen to what she said, like, she been had that tattoo. At the time that was shown, her and Pat really ain't been together that long. And that tattoo looked like it was well rested, like, you know, like it's settled. That wasn't no fresh tattoo. So she be dropping little clues to letting people know how long her and Pat been really fucking around. Because she don't want to really look like a side piece or like she interrupted anything or like she's the problem. She's low-key snitching on Pap too. Because she knows she's taking a lot of heat trying to protect him the same way Remy did. Yeah, I'm glad, who that? Kendra 5784. Yes, I'm glad Remy got away too. Like, cause he it seemed like he was trying to take her there, and she's so much better without him. She's glowing more. Like he is the common denominator of the problem that the women he's dealing with when they're the worst versions of themselves. And this is an unhealed man who is codependent of women. Grew up with a bunch of women. So he learned how to play women because he watched all the women in his life be dummies to dudes too. He may didn't like it, but he learned how to use it for his benefit. That man ain't getting nothing. Like I said, he ain't getting her name tattooed or nothing. He giving her jewelry, not even in a box, jewelry that he pulling out his back pocket or whatever, like that he got from the pawn shop or took from Remy or somewhere, got from a crackhead. Like everything he do is just like so bootleggish when it comes to her. Oh yeah, Sherry Jackson, you absolutely right. I do not think Remy would be, I think she would still be making moves. I think she would still, but he would be slowing her up. And the thing is like, look how much he was on her ass or whatever. He was everything she do, everything that Clarissa do. It's like, dude, when do you work? So basically, you're with women that keep you busy, that keeps you, that has careers that keep you in the spotlight. You're always coming to something for them, but when are they coming to something for you that you did in your career? Remy did, that's the best thing she could have did, and he knows that, and he's mad that, like, cause he thought that she was dumber than what she was appearing to be. Nah, Miss Gemini, I don't see her getting back with him. Like, I know women, like being a woman from up north. I know how up north women are. Like, they solid. They don't hold you down. They don't mind sitting up there. They ain't the type to turn they back on you when shit get real. They'll hold you down or whatever. But once they done and they like really done, it's like you'll never get the same version of them again. You'll never think that they loved you. And I'm not saying that's just up north women or whatever. That's, it could be any woman. But like, I know the mentality of a woman from up north, because like, they real fucking riders, like real solid. Like, they don't mind getting their hands dirty. They don't mind your man lose your job or whatever. It ain't, oh, I ain't messing with you because you get your job. Like, nah, I got you, babe. I'm gonna hold you down. I got this. It's some rare type of love and loyalty, and he know that. Remy ain't going back to that, because if she ever did, like, he ain't gonna, like, he don't want her back. He want her back just to get back at her. If anything, he wants access. That's all. You said, Kendra, that's why everything blowing up in her face, blowing up in her and his face, he didn't knock Easy out. He snuck him. That's from what I heard too. He snuck him. Like, he came up in like some Pooh Shiesty type mask or whatever, like a ninja in the night type shit or whatever. And he sucker punched him or whatever. Like, you caught him off guard. Like, why not call him out and like square up? Like, come on, let's shoot the fade. And shit, you ain't do that. You ain't like, so if you did knock him out, you don't even get no brownie points for that, because you caught a man off guard. You ain't give that man an opportunity to sit there and face you like a man, square up. So you don't get no credit for that. She said, Remy don't want that lady back. She's glad he's going. I guess. I'm glad he going for her too. Boxing Granny said she was learning Remy Man. Oh yeah, she was learning both of them, and that's the creepy part. Like, she did some creepy ass shit. Like, you really studied these people, and then you start trying to recreate memorable moments that they have online with Pap. Like, if it was a photo shoot they did, if it was a specific place or a moment or something, like whether if it was with them, whether if it was just her by herself, like, you trying to recreate these moments. It's like you trying to make us forget that Remy existed and remember the image of Remy as you. It's like, I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying. It's like some weird ass shit. And the fact that Pap is okay with still claiming her, owning her. Nigga, you already locked into the contracts. Get away from that shit. And the only way that I can see that you stand with it or whatever is because it's another hidden agenda behind it. You don't want to look like the guy who walked out or whatever. You don't want to sit there and look like everything that we said that you are. That you're using her. You're an opportunist. You're a narcissist. You're codependent. You're a hobo. Yeah, she said Remy said he's a wife now, and you know what? And some men like him will make you feel like it's like damn, like I gotta sit there and you want me to be a woman and be in my feminine energy and stuff, and but at the same time I gotta play the role as a man while giving you credit for it and stuff. Like I gotta take care of you. I gotta make sure you good. I gotta like yes. He tried to make her play the role as the husband. Like Pap is definitely a wife. You said yes, he performed at the engagement. What you mean? Said the type of people that'll defend Diddy. Oh gosh, the people that defended Diddy, I are questionable. If you defend Diddy, you're very questionable. I'm looking at you different. If I ever held you high to any type of level, you just got like put to the bottom because it's like what are you defending? And like the same thing with like Clarissa. Anybody that defends Clarissa and her fuckery and all her bullshit, I look at it as though you're not only just you're not really defending her, you're defending yourself. You're defending your action. You're defending the similar traits that you have of her. You're defending what other people called out about you that was the same that she's being called out for. And you look for validation in the comments of people who are just like you to help justify that shit. But you are not defending her more than you're defending yourself. Because anybody in their right mind with morals is not going to sit there and say, oh, that's some cool shit. Or like you gotta either be a grimy person, a side chick, somebody that backdoor people. You have to be that type of person deep down in order to make an excuse and try to find a reason to justify her or Pap's actions. He said Clarissa at the WBA D ride, and of course, oh, she always riding the pickle. Yeah, and I can't say that either. And then it be the fake people that's always talking about how they hate fake people. Just say you don't like yourself. Like you include yourself in there. Like people be acting like you Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles to they bull. You said Pat put pause on easy bait captain. Not gonna lie, I'm glad he did because that cheese ball is annoying. What did he do? How is he annoying? Like, what did he do to you to be annoying? Like, so you glad because he's annoying, you're glad that somebody snuck him. So he's annoying, but what would you call Pep for sneaking somebody? He didn't approach him. He didn't give Easy a chance to sit there and see what was coming for him or nothing. You snuck him and then you ran. You crept in like a creep with a mask on, claimed you hit him, and then you ran back out. Like, you don't get no points for that. That's no. Now you're questionable. Now I'm looking at you as being questionable. Like, cause you don't get no cool points for that. For sneaking somebody and then running. And then with a mask on. Who's to say it was really you? He said they have a type. Easy was Papusa and concussion was Remy. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Yeah. And I feel like Clarissa saw herself in Remy. She compared herself to Remy and saw things, so she felt as though like that's what she would be the type that Pat likes, but she needed to get the finishing touches and instructions on how to fully be Remy, and the only person she can get that from was Remy, and that's why she start building this fake friendship with Remy. but then mad because Remy exposed her. Like, what she did, what she's supposed to. She's the wife. She has every right to do that. Regardless of what was going on with her and Pap, she got every right to do that. Especially because you playing in her face. Like, you pretty much playing a dangerous game with her. Because it's like, if you really don't like me and you sitting up there after my husband, why are you making it your business to get this close to me? Why are you asking me, am I still in Vegas? Like, you wanted to link up. Like, what is you trying to set her up? That's the creepy ass shit that people want to overlook. Nobody want to hold her accountable for this weird, goofy shit she be doing. And they want to talk about Remy bitter. Remy ain't said shit since she went live. She said what she said, and she been quiet since. And anything she been saying now or whatever is going through her music. With some sarcasm. She ain't even coming at nothing like that. She ain't got to because she know who she is. She ain't got no point to prove. You said I would never done all that extra Remy to cover Pat. Yes. I mean, I hear you. You're right. And you know what? But as women, sometimes we do that. Like, 'cause that's who we are. We're nurturers. Like, we want to protect even those who wouldn't or couldn't protect us. That's just who we are. We want to see the best in people, and sometimes we lie to ourselves and we lie to other people about other people because that's what we see the potential in, and we see what they could be. We speak on what we want them to be, and that's our own fault. And it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing because this ends up being an outcome of it. But I get where she was coming from because I've done it before. And then in the end or whatever, they come at you, they attack you, and they remind you and throw up in your face all the lies that they know you and them covered for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, they start challenging you on the lies that you helped create for them. They use that shit against you. Especially if you do it so much and then you do it publicly, and then now you got other people who can verify it or whatever. Now it's like when you try to speak your truth, it's like, but you said all this and you said all that. You gave him praise, but the same thing. It goes for him because he used to praise her, but then now he's going online shitting on her way worse than anything she could have said about him. He's like really assassinating her character. But if you claim that she was a cheater, she was doing all this stuff for years or whatever, then why did you stay? What was the agenda behind it? Like, it's just make it make sense. Remy ain't do nothing but tell her truth, tell her experience, tell her story or whatever. She ain't really come at Pep like that. She was just basically saying like how he got a problem, like just control and stuff like that. But like he started really coming at her character, calling her pretty much a bad mom. Um he trying to record shit of her and threatening to put out a sex tape and of them, like just different things. Like he got real evil because he got called out, and now people are seeing him completely different than what we were made to believe for all these years. And he got away with it for over 20 years. But everything that happens in the dark, trust and believe it's going to come to the light. So now the light is shining on him and his bullshit or whatever, and now he's trying to dim her. It's like this is the type of shit that gets dangerous. And I wouldn't be like, Clarissa seems like the type of person that'll be like one of those for my man type chicks or whatever. Like, I would like with him, I can see him using her to do something to Remy, and then he plays the victim of both of them. Like, I just don't trust him. Like, is he got a faceless face to save. No, I don't think that they gonna be watching the movie together eating popcorn, but they both definitely watching it from different rooms while she downstairs, he upstairs or whatever. And they both got their AirPods in. But they definitely watching it. Their faces frowned up and shit. Just mad. Said concussion, put on a full wig and called it her real hair. Yo, I almost lost it. I said, this bitch can't be serious. Like, I swear sometimes like she gotta be trolling. She gotta be trolling because you know damn well your small head, bald head ass, um, your hair don't come past your damn temples. But I don't know. I would be scared that like this makes Pat real questionable because you know something off with that girl. The world knows it. Everybody calling it out, and the fact that you tell me this the person that you want to reproduce with, you want to have kids with, and the child. This is the person you really trying to convince this is somebody you want to spend your rest of your life with. This is the best thing that happened to you. This is the love of your bruh. Bruh. See. That's what I'm saying. These people that be doing these little interviews and stuff for them or whatever, y'all don't be asking the right damn questions. See, either y'all scared, y'all scared they won't come back, or you scared to lose some type of connection. Cause y'all really be tap dancing around these questions. Like, don't get me up there, cause I'ma have that girl wanting to square up. Like, even probably Pat, because y'all not hitting where it needs to be hit with these questions. Like, ask the uncomfortable shit. We don't need to know nothing else. Ask them questions like, okay, so what happened? Why was you in Remy's inbox if you was messing with her husband? Or why are you really mad at Remy as if though she did so? Like, questions like that. Like, just all this little goofy shit. Don't nobody give a damn about win records or um none of that shit or whatever. It's like Salida Promotions, because at the end of the day, you ain't boxing nobody anyway. You ain't got no fight coming up. The only person you fighting right now is fighting demons. That's the only person that you scheduled to fight. And that's the only person you fight right now is demons. You ain't got no matches coming up, nothing. Yeah, people that lie like that definitely are scary, especially when you do it for no reason. It's like, bro, you put too much thought into this. Like, what do I gotta watch out for? You said, do you notice they're not online right now because they're watching a movie? Oh, they definitely watching a movie. And Clarissa knows coming out. That's why her goofy behind all of a sudden going to put on a IMDb page a movie from 2022 that she did a cameo in and try to make it seem like she was like the lead, putting her picture up at first. Like, y'all always trying to Debo somebody for their moment. Like, let Remy live. Let her have her moment. Every time she gets some shine spotlight, anything, here come y'all goofy asses. Like, look at me, look at me. Like, look over here. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I just, bruh. Yeah, I heard that jewelry that she was wearing was Remy's jewelry too, or whatever. That's why he never gave it to her in the box and stuff. And she making it seem like he gave her that stuff. Like, and that's some weird ass shit. Like, the fact that he pawned her jewelry in the first place and had to hit the receipt in a pair of Nikes. You said I need Remy next. She's still pressure after all these years. Yes, Remy is definitely pressure. Definitely, definitely. Remy look good. She could try to diss the movie all she wants tomorrow. Like, it ain't gonna matter. Nobody gonna take her serious. Yes, that's definitely putting him out was the best thing she could have done. Like, and the fact that she had to beg him, like the fact that she had to go online on live and really like fuck his ego up and beg him and call him out, that's what made him leave. Other than that, he would not have left. Pat would more likely still be home. Clarissa would still be a secret. Said Pap and Clarissa is weeping. Oh, reaping what they sow, and we see it in real time. Definitely. Word. Definitely seeing it in real time. And it's nothing really, they no matter what they do, they can't seem to redeem themselves from it. You feel me? It's like they just keep digging a deeper and deeper hole, whatever. Like y'all ain't got no real motion. Like y'all got motionless motion. Ow. Said men that hit women don't pick and choose which one to hit. Concussion is getting what Pap gave Remy in small doses. Oh, for sure. For sure. And Clarissa knows she getting it. She's just too ashamed. Like she's a boxer. She's a competitor. She likes to win. So even though she knows Remy is right and was right and that we're right and everything, but she got a point to prove. So she ain't gonna want to feel like she lose. So she gonna suffer in silence. She gonna deal with it. She gonna deal with him until he chooses not to deal with her no more. But she not gonna want to feel like she lost. She lost the fight that she started. She not gonna do that. So she gonna sit there, put on this act, and try to convince us that everything good. She happy. They so in love with each other and this and that. Like, come on now. Ray Charles can see with Stevie Wonder's eyes that that's some bullshit. Yeah, he's definitely a punk. Out of line for sure. That's what I'm saying. That I was just saying that. Like, why nobody asking those questions? Like, why did she try to befriend Remy? Knowing that she was already interested in her husband. Like, why was you trying to play her close? Why was you trying to hang out? Like, that's the weird shit. Nobody don't want to ask those real questions. And that's what bothers me with these bubblegum ass podcasts and interviewers and stuff. Like, come on now. Like, y'all really want to get y'all ratings up? Ask those real questions, and whether she answered or not, or whether the answer is going to tell you your truth either way. Said Papoop is reminiscing now. Stupid. You said I would be, but she blocked me because she was labeling where everything she was wearing came from, and I said she forgot to tell us where the teeth came from. Don't feel bad. She blocked me too because I was digging in that ass and like really saying some real shit. And she ain't even talk shit back to me because she knows she couldn't. She ain't want none of this sauce. She ain't want none of that work. So she do better because I was getting in that ass. And it was a lot of people responding and feeding back and agreeing to what I was saying or whatever. Next thing I know, I was blocked. Like, but she knew better not to come at me. She know who to come back and respond to in those comments and who not to. When she in the comments or she hit them up in a DM, it's certain people she know who not to go there with. Said never been blocked that fast in my life. Papu but Clarissa digging the grave, trying to put Remy down will be the grave they will be in. Facts. Hey, Erica Coleman. Said this movie is really good. Remy's a natural at acting. Clarissa and Pompoose are watching this movie, and for sure, Clarissa is hating on Remy's success. For sure. For sure. Yeah, she been in her acting bag for a minute. Like, I've worked with Remy on a project before. One of her acting things, and like she cool. Like she's a natural, good energy. And I worked around Clarissa too, and she's not likable. She's really not likable for real. Yeah, she flawed the relationship because she thinks she getting under Remy's skin, and it's like all that woman got to do is sit there and say, "Look, Bab, come home," and it's game over. Yeah, I'm from up north. Yeah. Where you from? Oh yeah, yeah. My bad, boo. I forgot North Carolina. I'm sorry. it's, it's one of them nights. I just got them blowing one, so excuse me. And you know what? Being that Remy, speaking of North Carolina, remember that the YouTubers Brene and Tim and all them or whatever that just got sued for the alienation of affection type stuff as they live in North Carolina. Remy owns a house in North Carolina. Even though they from up north, they got their cribs in Jersey and New York or whatever. But Remy and Pap also lived in North Carolina, and she has a business up there too. That's where her mom lives, but um, they still have an address in North Carolina. And being that Pap been cheating long before Remy start moving on with Easy or whatever, um, I wonder if Remy could sit there and if she really wanted to come after them for that alienation of affection type shit, whether if it's with Clarissa or anybody else. Because anybody that he was dealing with, they can't say that they wasn't aware of Remy and Pap's relationship. What you mean you believe Remy is going to be a commentary? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She did all this alienation of affection shit. It's like it's there. Like Remy could really take it there if she wanted to. But Remy already said she just wants you to sign the paper. She wanted over. She said she ain't want no child support. She ain't want no alimony, no spousal support. She ain't want none of that. She making this the easiest shit. But the thing is, if Remy did decide they came to an agreement not to sign or whatever, I believe that it's smarter for them to stay married than to get divorced. Pap ain't trying to get a divorce because he knows as soon as is public knowledge that him and Remy is divorced, the pressure is going to be on him from Clarissa and everybody else to marry her. And Pap ain't trying to do that. Pap ain't even trying to have no kids. Pap on the depot shot. Pap on birth control. Pap on birth control probably sit there, use a condom with her, and still pull out. Who was? Oh, you talking about Remy? Remy was on the news with Spike Lee. I heard about that earlier. Yes, the depot shot. That man, he on depot. He got the patch. He got everything. Um, he ain't trying to have a little radio. He ain't stupid, but he playing his part. Like he need to get into some acting. Like Pap is a good actor because he definitely had us fooled for a long ass time. Old Capoose. So tell me what y'all think about the movie. I'm about to do a contest. Okay. The first person to respond, I'm a cash app you $5. I know it ain't a lot, but it's just something fun to do while I be in the chat. We got some Remy Ma trivia. Okay. So the first person I see with the right answer, I'm gonna call your name and drop your cash app in the chat. What was the name? I'm sorry. What was the title of Remy Ma's debut studio album? You got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Ain't nobody answer that question. Ain't nobody want this $5? Y'all too good for my $5? Shit. Trying to put some money in your pockets. Said shit, I don't know. All right. I'm going to give y'all one more chance. And we going to continue this chat. And then I'm going to go to the next question. And that $5 is going to be off the table. What was the title of Remy Ma's debut studio album? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Benaj Lewinsky, you got it. All right, Ma, drop your cash app. You got $5. Big winner, Minaj Lewinsky. No, I'm sorry it wasn't conceded, Miss Tanya. It was something about Remy. Drop your cash app in the chat. Miss Minaj Lewinsky just won $5. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love the live. I love you. You said, I know Papoop. I've heard y'all. Oh my God. I know Papoop saw her interview Spike Lee. Of course he's seen it. Like, especially Spike Lee. Like, he's like one of the biggest Knicks fans. Like, y'all remember the movie Crooklyn back in the day that Spike Lee did? And like the Knicks was highlighted big as hell in that movie. With one of the sons or whatever, they watching the game or whatnot. So like Spike Lee has always been a big Knicks fan. And I know like Pop is sick. I know he got cramps right now. Like I know he nigga's stomach is tight. You said Pap and Max B beefing again because she on a song with him. Everything she does hurts his pride. And it does. And from what I heard was that he told Max and French to not put her on the song. I don't know how true that is allegedly, but I wouldn't be surprised. And if he did, like, how fucking dare you try to tell them not to put her on the song? Like, especially when y'all have a daughter. Like, she has a child to take care of, so you gonna try to tell somebody to, like, block her bag? Especially, these is her day ones. Okay? You were an add-on. And you gonna try to tell somebody don't fuck with her, don't do those songs with her? Who the do you think you are? You ain't even got that much motion. You said Maserati Bud can't say if he can't back it up. What you mean? Oh yeah, Maserati or whatever. I was listening to his interview or whatever, and yeah, and I got some other receipts on that too. Like, and that's crazy how she lied on him. Like, she tried to make it seem like he was crazy, he was a stalker, and how she ain't know him. And then as soon as he dropped those receipts, she gonna switch it up or whatever. But I don't like the fact how she tried to make it seem like he was some type of graper or whatever. And that's how she felt he was. Like, don't do that type of shit just because you can't own up to the fact that you was dealing with 3 different dudes in 2024. You was dealing with your fiance, you was dealing with Maserati, and you was dealing with Pap. You sat there and dealt with Maserati because of his connection with 50 Cent. And then you wanted to sit there and deal with Pap because of his connection with Remy. But then you wanted to try to get 50, knowing that Remy and 50 got a close relationship. You wanted to try to get Maserati to give 50 Cent a diss record on Remy, as if though like 50 was going to sit there and help you play somebody that he was trying to look out for when she was in jail. Like 50 writing letters and stuff to try to get Remy out and everything, while Pat doing goofy shit to keep her the hell in. He said Pat, he at Pap, and Pap didn't say anything. If it was false, he would defend it. You know, Pap don't defend nothing. Pap talk in circles. He tap dance around anything. You could sit there and ask Pap like about the moon or whatever. That nigga sit there and start talking about a damn sidewalk or something, or some goofy shit. He never tells or answers a question directly. It's like he got to circle around everything and then get back to some shit like that still ain't got nothing to do with what the hell you asked him or what he was supposed to say. Yes, 3 times in 2024. And then she want to try to come at Alicia Bongarter and talk about, oh, how she a whore, this and that, blah, blah. Like, girl, please. Like, how you going to sit there? You got 3 bodies and then want to talk about how you got a low body count. Chick, in 2024, you done had 3 bodies. Allegedly. But with receipts, it's believable. Oh, we've seen the real concussion, but we haven't fully seen the real concussion. We got an idea of what the real concussion. You got me sitting up there calling this girl concussion. Oh my god, I'm gonna hurt you. But yeah, yeah, we haven't seen the full crash out, but we're getting sneak peeks and previews of what's to come. So we not gonna be really surprised, but we gonna be surprised, but it ain't gonna be like, oh, we ain't see this coming. Like we know what's coming. We know that at any moment it's gonna be a crash out, and I'm gonna be sitting right back with Remy eating my popcorn, watching the show. You said, and she's close to 50, and he really doesn't like. Exactly, he don't like that. He don't like the fact that like she around real boss ass dudes and people. Like, why you mad? Like that man was sitting up there writing letters and offering her work or whatever, while you sitting up there visiting her while she's in prison, bringing her food with her own money. You visiting her, you putting gas in the car with her own money. She's paying for you to do what you was doing for her while she was in jail. While on the other hand, 50 is actually doing some like real bullshit, like writing letters to the judge or whoever he needed to try to get her out. While they had to shut the whole prison down because you tried to sneak her a some type of jail key or something that you knew was prohibited from the jail that would cause a problem. So the fact that you supposed to be this smart man, why would you bring something in there like that? Whether if it was for her, whether you claimed that you forgot it was on your keychain, because that's not the first time that you came to visit her. So if you didn't have that before in any other visits, and that wasn't a problem, why would you put something on your keychain now that you know is restricted in a prison that can get her in trouble, get you in trouble, whatever? But so it sounds like you were trying to give her something because she didn't want to be in there. You were setting her up to get in more trouble. But then want to sit there and act like, oh, I forgot that was on my keychain. That means you just put it on there because that wasn't your first visit. And you knew better than that. So it seems like every time that something revolved around Remy getting in trouble, you were part of the problem. You were someone in the mix of it. And she just ended up taking the fall for it every single time. Yes, Mary J. Blige, all them. Remy got that real industry support. I told y'all, Pap ain't really in the industry. He's an in-law of the industry through Remy. And now that Remy broke up with him, the industry broke up with him. You were just kind of like you were a extended member of her industry family. And everybody only fucked with you because of who she was and their connection to her. And for some reason, you really thought you was that dude. Anytime you did anything, you had to be with somebody else. It had to be with Remy. Remy never had a moment where she came to support you unless she was a part of it too. You have no shine. You have no motion. Nobody's saying you can't rap. Nobody's saying that you ain't talented. But you know what? It's not good enough for the good of all. It's not. You just not that dude. You not it. So what you try to do is you try to find other talented people, build relationships with them, and then take credit for their talents and pass it off as your own and make it seem like without you, they wouldn't be who they are when you couldn't even be who you want to be for your damn self. Oh yeah, he definitely mad because he wanted to be there. And then the fact that this is his favorite team he cheering, and then your wife is a part of this history. She has an anthem. The Knicks then showed her love. ESPN, everything. Like this is something that if you was still with her, you would have been in the spotlight and dropping freestyles every now and then. Like all that bullshit you fucking do. LMOP, all that bullshit. So you're fucking mad because a moment that you've been waiting for became your wife's moment. And I know this nigga got menstrual cramps right now. I know he got menstrual cramps. You gotta be sick as hell. Because the same person you try to break is winning right before your eyes. Right before your fucking goofy ass eyes. Exactly. 50 definitely does do that. 50 is good at like showing his shortcomings and making it more visible. You right about that. Like, and there's nothing that Pat can't even challenge that. And I don't even know why he even tried to even come at 50. Like, you about to make you and your girl look stupid. Like, and then your girl was a groupie of 50. That's the crazy part. Your girl was pickle riding 50. Before you came in the picture, all that stuff. And I got the clips of that too. And there's a lot of them circulating online. Like, your girl was fanned out, grouped the hell out over 50. So, Pap, you not what you think you are. You or Cujo. Y'all is not what y'all think y'all are. And y'all only are what y'all are right now and got the attention that y'all have right now because of the same woman that y'all collectively coming together trying to break and tear down. She is the reason why you two are relevant in any type of way. Whether if it's good or bad. Y'all motion, anything y'all got is because of Remy. Y'all connection to Remy. Okay? Take Remy out of it. Nobody would be checking for neither one of y'all. Not saying that Clarissa wouldn't. I think Clarissa would probably be better off and more successful. I feel like he brought her down. She seemed more focused when she was with Tony. Even though I hear the stories about her being messy, that this is who she is. She just became more of a monster with Pap. And that's because of who he's connected to. And now she has more exposure that she never had before. And she can't handle this success. She can't handle this fame. She's that person that grew up insecure, low self-esteem or whatever, and that always told herself, when I get this, I'm gonna be this and that or whatever. But now she went from claiming to being bullied to being a bully. She's the mean girl that she blames everybody else for. And those type of people, when they get success, they get a little attention, they learn how to put on makeup or wear makeup, do something, they become the biggest fucking problems. They become the biggest fucking problems. Like, they become like some type of monster, like that's just on like a attack to get everybody like, yeah, I'm that chick. Like, no, you are still the insecure ass goofy motherfucker that you been. Cause all this shit can go away. This is borrowed time. This is borrowed moments. This is filters. This is an act. This is a show. But when you go home at night and you take all that shit off or whatever, reality sets back in. You are still that low self-esteem ass, insecure ass person you've always been. And you're using the fact of having a little money, that you got something that most everybody in the world is trying to get, which is either money or attention. You're using that as a weapon to get respect that you wouldn't have outside of having any of that. And you know that, and that's why you're mad. You take away you being a boxer or having any money, and Pap talking about when he seen you and was like, oh, is that Clarissa Shields? Oh, she's beautiful, whatever. Take away what you got right now and who you are, and ask yourself, would Pap sit there and still deal with you? Would Pap sat there and looked at you and sat there and said, oh, who's that pretty woman right there? I want to talk to her. Ask yourself that real question. If you wasn't who you are or what you have, and Pap just seeing you as just a regular girl on the streets at your natural state, would Pap had approached you? Would Pap be claiming you? Would Pap be wanting to build with you if you had nothing to offer? Said Pap's empty apartment is the perfect place to practice a yodel career, and I can't stop giggling when I think about it. Y'all crazy. Said he's a high fish, Greece not celebrating in New York. In New York, he's not loving Clarissa at all. He's missing out on so much being with Clarissa. That's what happens when you're codependent of somebody, though. And it's not that I feel like she's missing out more being with him than he's missing out being with her. Because Pap had his freedom. When Remy was locked up, when they separated before him and Clarissa became publicly known, and he still wasn't doing anything. He'll pop out every now and then, just sitting in the car rapping or sitting up there showing us different boxes of cereal and saying some shit, the zig zag, the zig zag, whatever. And that's all he was doing. So Clarissa actually had stuff going on. I think she was on her way, and he knew that. And he said he was a fan. And I remember him saying on the Breakfast Club one day, he said when he saw her and all that stuff, he's like, I've always been a fan, but I thought to myself, how can I add to that? What can I do to add value to that? So he already seen her as somebody that he wanted to target, and convinced that he can add value to her. And because he's not a big public figure, but he's connected to someone who is. So he's in the spotlight in rooms and stuff that she want to be in and that she want to be recognized by, and that's because of his wife. So she knew that he wasn't really the prize. She knew that the wife was the prize, but in order to get to him, she said that she needed to learn the wife first. So she didn't mind beefing with Remy. She didn't mind clashing with Remy. She didn't mind risking a potential friendship because she knew what came with that, with being connected, tied to their name. Such a couple that was known for black love and couple goals and inspiring and all that. And she wanted to adopt that storyline. And it didn't happen. No matter how much she tried to sit there getting characters, Remy, cosplay, whatever, it didn't happen. It actually backfired on her. How you tell Bars on Will's journey to save hip hop? How that's the part that tripped me. How the fuck you trying to save hip hop and hip hop don't even want to fuck with you? How you gonna save something that you was never a part of? You can't even save your career. You can't even, first of all, I can't even say you can't even save your career. You can't even birth your career to even be able to redeem it or save it or anything like that. So how you gonna save something you ain't never really been a part of? You've been a guest of hip hop. You understand hip hop, but you're a guest of it. You're company of hip hop. You're company of the industry. You said Papoose has broad remorse right now and can't return Clarissa back. Oh yeah, he's in too deep now. Ain't no turning back. It's like, damn. And in the comment section, be eating me up, call me out, so I can't prove it. And he another one that's trying to ride out something he ready to get the fuck up off of. Because he knows that it'll prove us right. So they both sitting up there stuck, suffering, dealing with each other when they don't want to deal with each other. Or they shouldn't deal with each other. And he's stuck right now because he doesn't want to look like the bad guy. He doesn't want to prove Remy right. And everything that Remy says, just because of who he is, no matter how much he fake it, the real him always seems to keep pouring out. And it just goes back to what Remy was saying on those lives. And from the time she said that, she remained quiet. She did not say nothing for years. Anybody asked her about them, she shut that conversation down. She ain't say nothing. She said, y'all gonna see. And exactly, mark her words, and that's exactly what we are doing right now. We are seeing this. Said Agent Provocateur was donkey ass. I bet it was. Like you say, people be saying, I ain't never heard nobody say bang that papoose or whatever. Like, dude, you don't even got music people could vibe to. Like, I said, his music just make you feel like you guys just act like dance like a kid with a temper tantrum or some shit. Well, he's missing out on what he should have been missing out because it wasn't meant for him. Nothing happens by mistake. That was supposed to happen because he would have blocked this woman's blessings. And at the end of the day, yeah, he stayed around, but he stayed around more for him than he did for her. You said so. He made that Clarissa. What you mean? You said concussion gonna be changing Pap and the baby diaper. Oh yeah, man. They all gonna be in diapers if you ask me. They all gonna be on that little yellow bus together. Pap gonna be the chauffeur. But how's she gonna be mad that 50 Cent is um dealing with Remy? Like they always been cool. You're just mad. It's like she want everything that Remy had. She want her man, she want her look, she want her style, she want her career, she want her friends, she want her connections, she want her life. Like she just wants everything, and that's the craziest, scariest shit. Like, and like I said, she doesn't even hide it. There's no shame. And then you got her goofy ass supporters on here defending this fuckery. And it's just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Anybody that's family or friends with y'all and they see your comments defending this shit, like they need to watch out for y'all. If they don't already know or feel that way about you, they need to the question and second guess how they fuck with you. No, it's not that we bashing her. Like Carissa bashes herself. Carissa bashes everybody. She came into the public more bashing somebody, and the person she was bashing was the wife. The person she shouldn't had no right on bashing. So out of respect for Remy, support for Remy or whatever, the situation as a woman, as a human or whatever, nobody respected that from her because you got a fake ass attitude. You're acting the way Remy should be acting. But Remy playing it cool. Remy called out what she should have because she has the right because she's the wife. And you were the person that was trying to play her friend, which is scary and suspicious because if you was already checking for my husband, why are you trying to play me so close? What are you trying to set me up? Are you trying to set, and Remy did say that Pap and Clarissa was trying to set her up to go back to jail. So it's like, okay, so did you want to play me close so you can help Pap build a case against her or anything like that? But ain't nobody bashing Clarissa. Clarissa comes for everybody. Clarissa called all of her insecurities is what she sits there and calls people bald head, blackie, ugly, bully, miserable, disrespectful, like just with everything that she blames somebody for is what she actually does, what Pap actually does. So therefore, ain't nobody just coming at her for no reason. She's creating this. She's unlikable. And nobody is taking away from her talents. That's the one thing. Like she's a talented person. I think she's overhyped to a certain extent. I don't think the credit that she gets is really all that she should be getting, but at the same time, I feel as though she is a talented person because at the end of the day, you ain't got no knockouts. You ain't knocking nobody the hell out. And everybody you fight, like you fight people that like work part-time at Publix and Kroger and shit. And people that's not really trained, they're not really into it, or you fight the same people you've been fighting over and over again, and that's how you keeping your title, that's how you keeping your belts, and you call yourself the greatest woman of all time, but there's people that's greater than you, women that are greater than you in boxing that's making more money, but for somehow she just convinced everybody to give her this self-proclaimed title that she gave herself or whatever. And it's like it's not that. Like she's good, but I don't think she's as good as everybody is hyping her up to be. I don't even think she want to fight no more. I don't even think she want to box no more. That's why she's working her way out of different things, and she wants to go on reality TV. Like while Remy is leveling up, like this chick is going backwards, and you trying to compete with somebody that's going up while you going backwards. You going to a lane that you ain't even gotta go to. You still got opportunity to get in that ring, but you sit up there, you making every excuse not to. And I feel as though that also she probably don't want to box no more because she wants to be a ratchet. She wants to sit there. She wants to be a baddie. And I feel like she's the type that would sit there and let her boxing career go so she can legally put her hands on somebody without being arrested for being a licensed fighter and having her hands registered as a weapon. So I feel like she's willing to lose that so she can sit there and show people how bad she is or whatever. Or she can sit there and attack people with no consequences. Or also because she knows that this is coming to an end. You burnt your bridges. How you the greatest woman of all time and you ain't even got an endorsement? Your biggest endorsement is from Zeus Network, one of the most disrespectful networks that degrades women, shows women at the worst versions of themselves or whatever, and that's what you aspire to be a part of. You don't want greatness, you want moments. You want social media moments. You want attention, and I feel like you're not confident as you claim that you are in boxing. I feel like you did just enough to get the credit that you want, the recognition that you want to stick. But I feel like you're afraid of meeting your match. You know your match is coming. And that's why you want to sit there and have repeated fights with people you already beat. You don't get no points for that. And then you always want to fight in Detroit. You don't want to fight nowhere else. You want to fight where they going to give you a pass, where they going to give you the win even when you lose. Yeah, they deserve each other, Sherry. They definitely deserve each other. They going to be each other's karma. And Remy just going to keep going all the way up. And it's just like Remy sat there. Her career got put on hold because of prison. But Remy came back like she never left. And Pap ain't even put a dent into his career. Yeah, I seen that shit. When she was trying to say gay 305 was on coke or whatever, and then that picture of Remy, a throwback picture talking about post this of Remy, like as if though you was gonna try to shame Remy and shit. Like this the same woman that you're inspired by, that you're inspired to look and be like, and you gonna try to shame her. And then you want to sit there and talk about everybody picking with you, but what she do is she got everybody else doing her dirty work so that way she can hide face. And that's why she be falling out with people. You the common denominator in all your problems. Everybody ain't lying on you. Everybody ain't wrong. Every person that you sat there and reached out to, or that you had a connection to, a friendship with, that you looked at as a mentor, a friend, you needed some help. Every last one of them you fell out with. So I guess everybody's the problem. Every time you talk, you look mad. And the only time you sit up there smiling is when it seems like you're trying to rub something in Remy's face. Other than that, you're mad. Your nose is flaring up like James fucking Evans on Good Times. Eyes just turned the fuck in. Biting forks and shit. Yeah, she definitely thought Pat was going to treat her the way he treated Remy. She thought she was going to get that new love story. She thought she was going to reinvent and recreate herself as Remy, and thought that we were going to just sit there and forget about Remy and put her in place, and all Remy's images, her lingos, everything, her ways, mannerisms, all that. She tried to adopt all that and try to force us to see her as that. And forget that Remy ever existed. And the fact that Pap is allowing it, I lost all respect for that squirrel ass, sandy cheeks ass looking nigga. Hey, Raymel. You said her supporters better be boxing fans. If not, they're adulterous hoes as well. Exactly. Because anybody that support her, that means that that's how you are or how you want to be. The movie came on, Daryl heard the movie came on at 8 o'clock. It's on Lifetime. You said how to know who she's knocked out. Is that a trick question? I mean, her fights are on TV, online. You don't find nothing where she knocked anybody out. She may have dropped somebody, but she ain't knocked nobody out. She's fast, but she don't got that knockout power. Layla Ali was knocking chicks out like bing, 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 like from the rip. Said concussion not bald, her hair just light and wispy. Yeah, her shit see through. You shut up. Said Clarissa wanted Papoose. Clarissa wanted 50 Cent, but couldn't get him, and he's dealing with Remy. She's mad about that. Of course she's mad. She wants Remy's life. Even down to knowing that Pap and Remy is still married or whatever, regardless of the relationship with his family or whatever, that's still her in-laws. That's still her stepdaughter. She want to be Remy so bad that she wants to take on the title of acting like Pap's daughter is her stepdaughter and Pap's mom is her mother-in-law. Like everything you trying to take every role that Remy is and make it your own. You know, regardless, that's still her mother-in-law. That's still her stepdaughter. And you want to now claim it as if though you're the wife. You're not the wife. You're not even a fiance. You're not even really the girlfriend. You're on borrowed fucking time. Right, that bitch, she don't want to fight no more. Only thing she fighting right now is fighting demons. Like I said, that's it, demons. And when she slapped Alicia, or whatever, the fact that Pat was right there, he knew it was gonna happen. He knew she was heated. He knew that what could possibly go down. And the fact that he ain't stop her, he ain't pour her away, the fact that he even let her approach and knowing that she's a hothead, that man is waiting for Clarissa to ruin her own career. And regardless if she ruins her own career or not, he cashes out either way because he got her like a 360 type of deal or whatever. And whatever, anything that she makes money on, his name is tied to all of it. So whether if she messes up or not, he still wins. But I think he lets her do this stuff because at the end of the day, when she sits there, crashes out, whether she gets herself hurt or whether she goes to jail, she won't be around to be able to challenge anything of it. And it's all his because he got his name tied to it. And then now you sat there and just helped this nigga prepare for the next bitch. Yeah, she know. And the thing is, like, the petitions that's going up, which I don't blame people because how you call yourself a role model? You ain't no role model. Look how you act online. Look how you like, you're nothing for kids to want to look up to. When they look up your story and hear everything, yeah, you're a boxer, but when they sit there and dig into the history of it, you telling me that that's what kids should look forward to being like? Clarissa ain't as tough as she thinks she is. I'm not saying she can't fight. I'm not saying she ain't strong, but she definitely know how to pick her battles. She took easy street. She took the easy route. That $8 million deal, like, come on now, you ain't even fight nobody. We in the middle of 2026. And you only had 2 fights. And one of the fights was somebody that you already fought and beat up before. So that I don't even see how that counts. And before you fought her, you made sure that you started a confrontation with her while you had on sneakers and she had on heels. And you try to say that she headbutted you or whatever as a reason to have an excuse to sit there and push her. And she twisted her ankle. Then try to gaslight her talking about, oh, she's trying to throw the fight. She's trying to throw the fight or whatever. But at the same time, you staged that shit. Is any other time you want to be in heels? Now you got on fur and sneakers at a time that she got on heels, but you had them sneakers on because you knew what you was about to do. Shit crazy, man. about to do another $5 challenge. The question is, before becoming known as Remy Ma, what rap name did Remy use? You got 10 seconds to answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You said, and believe me, the mother-in-law is much closer to Remy and the baby girl. From what I hear, that the mother-in-law, they don't really get along, but they know what's up. Did you say that she's his? No. Was that your answer, Minaj? Was that your answer to the question? No, her name, it was not Jesus. I'm sorry, but that would make sense though. Okay. Let's one more time. Before becoming known as Remy Ma, what rap name did she use? I give you 20 seconds now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remy Martin, yes, you got it, love. You said the BA Savior. Remy Martin is the correct answer. You drop your Cash App if you want me to send you your $5. Oh yeah, the mother-in-law definitely can see the difference between the two. And you can tell that the mother-in-law don't like Clarissa. She may not like Remy. They may not be too fine. Because you know, like a lot of these moms and sisters, and Papoose is known, he's the baby of the family or whatever. He's a boy. He's spoiled and shit like that. So she deep down, the women in his family know that Remy got legit reason to feel the way she do about Pap and moved how she moved or whatever. But they, in order for them to admit that, that means they got to take some accountability too for how fake they was to her. But when it comes to Clarissa, they don't like her, and you can see it. Thank you, Miss Lewinsky. When you say use it for super chat, like, what do you mean by that? Like, how does that work with the super chat? I'm new to this. I usually don't go live or whatever, but I had to because this is a big day for my girl, Big Rem, BX, Big Bronx, you know. So I had to come on here, whatever, and break my live virginity on here and, you know, bust it up with the followers. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah, she always got there and recording everything. Like, it's all she do. Snapchat filters. Want to talk about light-skinned women, but make it her business every chance she can get to look like a light-skinned woman. My gosh. So how many people in here watched the full movie, and what are your thoughts on it? You said we can send money to support when you're live. Those are super chats. Okay. I gotta check into that a little bit more and learn more about how all this stuff works with the live and stuff. If anybody here that's open to teach me, I would greatly appreciate it. You said I'm gonna watch the rest when my wine gets here. What I see is great. Girl, I've been sitting up here sipping the whole time. Had to blow a few in the air. But yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it again because I've been on here buzzing it up with y'all. And you know, I can't have a movie playing while I'm on a live stream for copyright reasons. Um, but yeah, we gotta get this out, support our girl, share this with people, let people know to watch it or whatever. Because I don't like how she being played. That ain't cool. That woman done been through enough. She sat there. She made her consequences and stuff like she faced her consequences and she did a crime. She paid a time. She grew from it. You see a lot of growth with Remy and people still trying to keep her in a place that don't exist anymore. And I don't like that. It's like they want to sit there and keep her in a place that she done grew from. That's how people want to see her. And it's fucked up that her husband is one of the main people that's trying to create that narrative about her. That's trying to make people see the words of her while he was the same one praising, oh, this my queen, my wife, my this and that, blah, blah, blah. So that means that you were fake. That means that like all that stuff that you done talked about her, praised her, yes, and she admitted why she was fake about it because she was trying to make you look good. But she ain't trashed you. She ain't trashed you the way that you was trashing her online. Like you really trying to make people like look at her in the worst or whatever, talking about you ain't gonna talk about her body count, but then start talking shit and then talk about how she was being inappropriate in the bed with another woman while your daughter was there. Like, why would you do some goofy shit like that? Like, first of all, that's she's a female friend, so you talking like you caught her and the woman in the bed actually in the act, and your daughter is right there. So if they all sit in the bed, her and the female friend of your daughter, what the hell is wrong with that? That's your insecurity talking about, oh, I go in the room and it's peanuts and cashews. What the fuck, they can't eat peanuts and cashews? You talking like they had some whipped cream and strawberries and shit out. You said either Google, YouTube Super Chats or type in YouTube. They'll show you all you need. All right, I'm going to do that. Thank you. I want to say I really appreciate all y'all for tuning in, busting it up with me. Like, y'all funny as hell. I look forward to more chats. Let me know. Drop in the chat anything else y'all want me to discuss, talk about. Um, this was a really good conversation with everybody and everybody's honesty. Ain't no hate. It's all love. You know, it's a little few shade here and there. You little pick me's and little pro narcs and stuff in the group, but it's all good. Like I get it, but I don't get it. But it is what it is. He said go live every week or two when people get paid. I don't know. I mean, shit, I don't know everybody pay week, but like I'm gonna take that advice. I'm trying to grow this page up or whatever. I got a lot more to talk about. I'm getting more familiar with this. And I just like, have real conversations, like no sugar coats, real raw. And the discussions don't necessarily gotta be about Remy Pat, whatever. We can talk about anything, like any conversations, topics, or anything I want to bust it up, chat about, like hit me up. Y'all can send it to my email, the subtext room at gmail.com. Give me any ideas that you want to talk about. If you got any clips or anything y'all find, y'all send it to my email. We could discuss it. Um, but I'm looking forward to more of these discussions, and you know, let's having some fun. Let's have some fun, play some games, contests, or whatever. And hold on, what the hell is this? Oh, thank you, Miss Lewinsky. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, and I enjoyed you too. I really did. I thank you so much for all your support on here. Like you had me going on here cracking up because you talking some real shit on here, and I fucks with you. Oh, thank you. Because I know, like, I talk a lot of shit. I'm trying to be careful because I hear a lot of people talk about how their lives get blocked or um, all different types of stuff, and I'm trying to do it the right way before I really start going in raw because I know how I can get, and I know how I think, how I speak, and just thought provoking conversations, and it's not to be petty, it's not to be spiteful, it's just to bring truth, some logic, like make people really think out the box or whatever, and just because something is all you know doesn't mean that that's all you need to know. There's always multiple sides to a story. It's just depending on how you choose to receive it, who you receive it from. Because a lot of people don't have a problem with the message, they got a problem with the messenger. Because somebody can say the same one thing or whatever, and you disagree with it just because you don't like that person personally. But let it be somebody that you fucking, somebody that you care about, somebody that you respect. They can say the same thing, and you gonna receive it the same way that you denied it from the person that you really don't fuck with. So, like I said, people don't have a problem with the message; they have a problem with the messenger. Yes, Miss Sherry Jackson. Yes, get yourself some popcorn, get you a couple of drinks, have a couple for me, and enjoy the movie. And come back to the page. We could discuss it later. Always going to have some Remy content up. These discussions, Remy Pap, Clarissa. Um, will eventually start tapping into other public figures and entertainers and stuff like that. But right now, these motherfuckers is the algorithm, and you know what? They're the topic. They're the hot topic right now. So that's who we discussing, and we gonna discuss until we can't discuss no more. And it is what it is. They giving us something to talk about, so we gonna talk about it. And regardless of how much Clarissa talk about, I'm tired of y'all talk about me. That bitch is lying. She loves it because if nobody was talking about her, then she wouldn't even be relevant. She wouldn't be getting opportunities that she gets. So she knows what she's doing. So therefore, if you want us to talk about something better, then do better. That's as simple as that. It's simple math. But when shit don't start adding up, that's when shit starts attracting, and it is what it is. So stop being a victim of the problems that you're creating for yourself, because everybody ain't stupid. Everybody ain't gonna fall for it. You got a lot of us that's gonna hold your goofy ass accountable, regardless if you like it or not. You can play that victim role. You see through as fuck. You're see through. You're not as smart as you think you are. And sorry, not sorry. Nobody's bullying you. It's a difference between bullying you and holding you accountable. Nobody's hating on you. And y'all need to stop that shit. Like, it's a difference between somebody hating on you and somebody just not liking you. You got to understand that some people just don't like you because of who you are or how you are. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're hating on you. When a person's usually hating on you, that's because you got something they want, and you don't even want what you got right now, really. So why would we want something that you don't even want for yourself? Regardless of how much you try to convince us that you happy, you accomplish, and life is life and for you, and like, girl, please miss me with that shit. Go tell somebody else that. Denitris Banks said the movie was excellent. Yes, I gotta go back and watch it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You said like that you listen to everyone's point of view. You weren't completely biased and the chat is respectful. I'll definitely be back for the next videos. Gotta. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, put the baby to bed. Enjoy your night. Have a drink, relax, and I really enjoyed you. Like, you're funny. I love your responses. I love your feedback. I love your input, and I look forward to seeing you in the chat again. Much love and respect to you, Miss Minaj Lewinsky. Good night, love. Yeah, I'm about to hop off of here in a few minutes, and just make sure, please like, comment, subscribe, share my page. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your aunts, tell your grandma that that's all that's good in here. Let's bust it up. And let's just have some fun with this. And like I said, the conversations doesn't strictly have to be about these topics. I have more discussions that I would like to talk about, whether if it's with public figures, whether if it's personal. All topics are open. Nothing is left behind. And like I said, you guys can always contact me by email at the subtextroom@gmail.com. You can shoot me some ideas, some page suggestions, some ideas. If you have any content you want me to post, if you come across anything you want me to share, please, please, please send anything to my email, the subtextroom@gmail.com. And let's get this shit going, baby. Like, this was a good night, and I'm glad Remy is getting the love and support that she's getting, especially since so many people have tried to count her out or expect her to lose, and she proved everybody wrong. And it's crazy that one of these people that she had to prove wrong is the person that's her husband, that's supposed to be her protector. You can't be somebody's protector and also be their neglector at the same time. It just don't work. It don't that shit don't go together. And it's sad that his lacks and his failures have caused him to have so much secret animosity and hate and jealousy towards his wife. And the scariest part is that when somebody's like that to you and they have that much close access to you, that's a dangerous situation. Because it's like, something ain't right, but you really ain't got a reason to really push them out your life, but you still, you're comfortable with yourself. So you give them access to really learn how to play with you, manipulate things, manipulate you, manipulate situations or whatever. But low key, that person really hates you. They hate your existence. They hate you because they hate themselves. And that shit is fucking scary. Oh, I did. It's funny you said that because before I said your name, I'm like really sitting here. I was trying to sound it out. I'm like, let me not chop their name up. And I'm like saying to myself, like, didn't. But thank you. I'm glad I got it right because I mean, I'm getting old, so I don't want to chop nobody's name up. But much love and respect to you. I feel proud of myself. Like, yeah, I did that. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking your time and out of your day and chatting with us, chatting with the subtext room and engaging with the chat. I appreciate y'all so much, and I look forward to more chats. Like I said, please, please, please let me know anything y'all want to talk about. I know with my page shows a lot of similar content, but like I said, when it comes to these live discussions or anything, it's open to anything. And we could chop it up. We be open. If you want to sit there, have a conversation, you want to go live with me, you want to remain anonymous or whatever, I am here for you. And let's get this. I'm about to be out. I gotta get ready to go make a run real quick, get some stuff settled in. But again, please like, comment, subscribe, share this page, share any content, show support, jump on my page, go look through my content that I have. Show some love on there, please, please, please. I follow anybody who subscribes to me, I subscribe right back to you. So I'm not one of those people where it's like, oh, I'm just looking for a bunch of subscribers and I'm not going to subscribe to nobody else's or show them no love and support back. No, that is not me. You subscribe to me, I subscribe to you, and it is what it is. So you said Remy did her big one. I love the movie. The Sisters, Servant of God. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the movie. Oh my God, like I gotta rewatch it again because I had to take a break to make sure. Like I just wanted to bust it up with y'all. So you said that you love the movie. So as far as her acting, like what do you think about it? Have you ever seen any of her other movies that she acted in? Because you know she got series, she has movies. And I'm sure you're familiar with like her reality shows like Love and Hip Hop and then Meet the Mackies, the reality shows that they had. But you know what? I'm talking about her, just her projects. She has the Del Ronda story. What is that? She has Queens. She has another Lifetime movie. She has a few things. Remy's been doing her big one, and I'm proud of sis, yo. I'm so proud of her because I know people counted her out. I know where she came from. I can understand. I'm not that much younger than Remy, and I I see what it is. Remy may appear rough around the edges or whatever, but Remy got a good, soft heart. She's solid. She's solid. And women and people like that, especially women like that, they 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 get toyed on a lot. Like people try to use that against them, and they know that person got a good heart, and but the rough side of them, the parts of them that's rough around the edges that they're known for or whatever, always seems to overshadow, and people try to stick to that. Oh, she's talk shit, or she did this, she did that, or whatever. But nobody wants to look at the good parts of them. So you got people in your life that'll sit there and make people remember you for the worst versions of you instead of the version that you became and that you are now. I know what you mean. I get it. Yeah, Remy, and I'm looking forward to seeing Remy more on a lot of things. And being that she got her Remy Network down, how many of y'all got the Remy Network downloaded? And is there any movies on her network that you would suggest and recommend? Like, because I know she got a lot of stuff, and I like what she's doing with this because it's like it's a free app, but then she's giving people the opportunity, whether if you're a podcaster, content creator, movie producer, anything, she's giving you the opportunity to put your content on her platform for free, where you can still make money from it for streaming, from streaming. So you don't have too many people like in her position, like female rap artists, her background, everything, that's creating these different lanes for people. She's not only getting her bag, she's helping other people get the bag. And that's the part that people don't understand. It ain't too many people like that been through what she been through. She could just be like, fuck everybody. I'm on some bullshit. I'm on my worst behavior. I don't fuck about nobody. But the thing is that she's creating lanes for other people to get in where they can fit in at. You feel me? So much respect to Ms. Reminisce Smith, Remy Ma, Big Bronx, BX, Castle Hill. Let's show our girls some support. Let's show her some love. Let's boost this shit. Let's share this movie. Share it to your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your best friends, your neighbors, or whatever. Let them know to tune into Lifetime. And let's run these numbers up for our fucking girl, all right? But with that being said, I'm out of here. I'm going to chop it up with y'all tomorrow. I got more content on my page to come. Again, the subtext room at gmail.com. Drop your suggestions. Drop your suggestions, content ideas, anything you want to discuss. If you have come across any content that you want me to discuss, anything, hit me up at the subtext room at gmail.com. Soon we're going to be doing live calls. Like I said, you already see we have the games. We're starting off the prizes, $5. They'll go up depending on what it is. Like I said, share, like, comment, and I'll get up with y'all soon. I'm out of here. It's the subtext room in this bitch, and I'm out. Love y'all.